let me show you how to do the first part of this lab here, right? So what you're going to do is click this link there. And then there's three options here. We want to choose the lab of those, right? So you got to click it twice. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this up to some height. Feel free to pick a different height. I'm going to pick 7 meters because, you know, there it is, right? And then pull this cannon down to 0. So it's actually making a cliff problem. There we go. Oh, come on. There. And then pick a speed. I'm going to pick 12. Please feel free to pick a different speed, right? Now, we're not going to hit the fire button yet. Don't click that yet. We're just going to take this and figure out where it's going to land, and then we'll put this where it's going to land. But let's go through the maths of that, okay? So let's take a look at what we're going to do, okay? So what you want to do is set up your own little horizontal vertical table. Horizontal, vertical. Okay, so this is what you're going to turn in. So I'm going to see this, and I'm going to see all your work for this, okay? So let's fill in what we know. We know that this initial horizontal speed is right there, is 12, right? The final is 12, and that's because the acceleration is 0. There's no force in the horizontal direction, okay? And our goal, by the way, is to calculate this. That is our goal, okay? And put this target at that location, fire it, and hit it, okay? Let's look at the vertical direction. So we know that because we put the cannon at 0 degrees, right, that this initial vertical velocity is 0, right? We don't really care what the final velocity is. We can adopt a devil-may-care attitude. And then this is negative 9.8, right? And then vertically, our displacement is whatever you dragged it up to. So pick whatever that height is, right? It's going to be negative 7. And that is just to say that when it starts up here, it's going to end up 7 meters lower than it did, okay? This is what you know. So now notice we know 3 things on the right side of this. And so the way this works is that you're going to figure out time, put time across, and then multiply that velocity by that time and get this, right? On this side, you want to choose an equation, and I think the simplest thing is to use x is VIT plus 1/2 AT squared. Notice that the initial velocity is 0, so this just becomes x is 1/2 AT squared. So in my case, my numbers would look like this. I'd go negative 7 is equal to 1/2 negative 9.8 times t squared. I'd solve for t, and t is going to be small. T is going to be, and people struggle sometimes to do this, t is going to be between 1 and 2 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Closer to 1 second, okay? All right, so once you figure out that time, okay, then, and this is the most difficult part of all, is you're going to use basically, all you ever do is just x is v t, right? Or v is x divided by t, right? So this is like the first day of class, you know, or the third day of class or something like that, right? Okay, so in this case, whatever that time is, you're going to multiply by this, and you're going to get some number here. You're going to get the answer, and then what you do is this. Whoops. Then what you do is let's see, is actually put this target where you calculated, right, and fire it, and be like, baby, I solved that thing. Okay? Yeah? Yeah, yeah.